Welcome back to our channel. Today we tackle the absolute most dangerous episode in our entire series about massive aircraft demolition. We are moving extremely close to the massive fuel tanks hidden deep inside the massive wings and lower belly sections today. Even though all liquid fuel has been completely drained out, the residual gas vapors still remain trapped inside these metal walls. These lingering toxic fumes act exactly like hidden ticking time bombs waiting for just one tiny spark to ignite a disaster. To guarantee absolute safety before any heavy machinery arrives, our team strictly enforces the highest industrial risk prevention protocols available today. We deploy a highly advanced remote-controlled robot equipped with sensitive gas detection sensors to enter this highly volatile dark zone. The mechanical crawler slowly navigates through the narrow access panels, transmitting real-time data back to our secure command station outside. Once inside the dangerous cavern, the robot immediately begins spraying a specialized chemical foam to neutralize all those highly explosive vapors. This thick white foam rapidly expands across the metallic surfaces, safely encapsulating any remaining combustible molecules within the dark, confined space. Our specialized technicians carefully monitor the internal gas concentration levels on multiple digital screens, waiting for the absolute zero danger reading. We simply cannot rush this critical chemical washing procedure because one single miscalculation could instantly trigger a massive catastrophic chain reaction. The remote sensors finally indicate that the internal environment is completely neutralized and officially safe for our heavy machinery to approach. A massive yellow excavator slowly moves into position, raising its giant hydraulic shear to make the very first highly anticipated cut. The heavy steel blades carefully pierce the thick aluminum skin of the wing, tearing open the previously sealed aviation fuel chamber. As the metal panels are ripped apart, you can clearly see the complex internal anti-slosh baffle system inside the tank. These intricate internal dividing walls are a true engineering marvel, designed to keep the massive aircraft perfectly stable during turbulent flights. By preventing thousands of gallons of heavy liquid fuel from shifting violently, these baffles literally save planes from losing their balance. Dismantling this reinforced internal structure requires an extremely high level of concentration from our veteran heavy machinery operators on the ground. A single misplaced spark from the grinding metal could still potentially turn this entire industrial demolition site into a giant inferno. We continuously spray water over the cutting zone to eliminate any accidental sparks and keep the heavy metal temperatures safely low. Every single bite of the hydraulic shear is calculated with absolute precision to avoid striking any hidden hardened steel reinforcement brackets. The structural integrity of these wings is incredibly strong, requiring maximum hydraulic pressure from our massive excavators to finally break through. You can hear the deafening sound of thick aviation-grade aluminum tearing apart as the mighty excavator continues its relentless work. Huge chunks of the wing structure are carefully lowered to the ground to prevent any dangerous, uncontrolled collapses during the process. Our ground crew immediately steps in to inspect the newly exposed sections, ensuring no trap pockets of hazardous gas were missed. Safety is always our ultimate priority, and every single team member knows exactly what to do in case of an emergency. The belly of the aircraft contains the central fuel tank, which is significantly larger and much more complex than the wings. Accessing this central chamber requires removing multiple layers of heavy protective armor and complex landing gear hydraulic systems located right below. Our robot is deployed once again, crawling deep into the belly tank to perform another thorough chemical foam washing procedure today. The dark and claustrophobic interior of the central tank is illuminated by the powerful LED lights mounted on our robotic unit. We can see decades of aviation fuel residue coating the internal walls, creating a highly slippery and extremely toxic working environment. The chemical foam is applied generously, covering every single inch of the contaminated surface to guarantee a completely safe demolition zone. It takes over 2 hours for the specialized foam to fully neutralize the stubborn aviation fuel residues trapped in the corners. Our safety inspectors finally give the green light, allowing the heavy excavators to resume their destructive work on the aircraft belly. The giant hydraulic shear effortlessly slices through the thick fuselage framing, exposing the massive central fuel tank to the open air. We are constantly amazed by the sheer scale and brilliant engineering that went into designing these massive flying metal fuel containers. The internal baffle system here is even more intricate, featuring hundreds of small valves and complex interconnected fluid transfer pipe networks. Ripping these pipes out requires delicate maneuvering from the excavator operator, proving that demolition is truly an art form of precision. A sudden crunching noise echoes across the yard as a massive structural support beam is finally severed by the hydraulic blades. The entire central fuel tank section slowly detaches from the main fuselage, crashing down onto the designated safety zone right below. A massive cloud of dust rises into the air, but thankfully, there is absolutely no sign of any dangerous explosive fire. Our strict safety protocols have proven successful once again, preventing what could have easily been a completely disastrous and deadly explosion. The ground crew quickly moves in with specialized plasma cutters to break down the massive fallen tank into smaller, manageable pieces. Even during this secondary cutting phase, we maintain a continuous spray of cooling water to prevent any delayed heat-related ignitions. Every piece of scrapped aluminum is carefully sorted and loaded onto heavy transport trucks destined for the local metal recycling facility. It is highly fascinating to watch this massive flying machine being systematically reduced to a pile of valuable recyclable raw materials. The recycling process ensures that these high-quality aviation alloys will eventually be melted down and repurposed for future manufacturing projects. We now move our attention to the remaining right wing, which still holds a significant portion of the dangerous fuel system. The process begins anew with our trusty remote-controlled robot leading the charge into the dark and potentially explosive metal cavern. The chemical foam washing is repeated with the exact same level of meticulous care and absolute dedication to our safety standards. We never allow ourselves to become complacent, because routine tasks can quickly turn deadly if you stop paying close attention today. The gas sensors confirm a safe environment, and the yellow excavator roars back to life, ready to conquer the final wing. The hydraulic shear bites into the wing root, targeting the strongest connection points that hold the massive structure to the fuselage. Thick titanium bolts snap like tiny twigs under the immense crushing pressure generated by the powerful hydraulic cylinders of our machine. The right wing groans and slowly folds downwards, tearing away from the main body with a spectacular display of raw power. We have successfully removed all major fuel storage areas from the aircraft without triggering a single spark or dangerous fire incident. This tremendous achievement is a direct result of our highly trained crew and their unwavering commitment to strict industrial safety rules. Looking at the dismantled fuel tanks, you really appreciate the incredible complexity of modern aviation engineering and advanced fluid dynamics design. The anti-slosh baffles that we exposed earlier are now being carefully extracted and sorted for specialized high-grade metal recycling. These components are made from incredibly lightweight yet extremely durable alloys, making them highly valuable in the global scrap metal market. Our site supervisors continuously patrol the demolition zone, ensuring that all hazardous materials are properly contained and safely transported away immediately. The environmental impact of aircraft demolition is heavily regulated, and we take our responsibility to protect the local ecosystem very seriously. Any remaining chemical foam is safely collected and neutralized using specialized industrial vacuum trucks before it can seep into the ground. The empty shell of the massive aircraft now stands completely devoid of its dangerous fuel systems, ready for final structural dismantling. We bring in a second excavator, equipped with a heavy demolition grapple to speed up the process of tearing down walls. The two massive machines work in perfect harmony, systematically ripping apart the remaining fusee sections with incredible speed and absolute precision. It is truly a mesmerizing mechanical ballet, watching these giant steel monsters effortlessly dismantle a machine that once conquered the skies. The cockpit area is the next target, containing miles of valuable copper wiring and highly complex electronic flight control computer systems. We carefully extract these sensitive electronic components before the heavy machinery crushes the delicate aluminum framework of the forward flight deck. Every single gram of precious metal hidden inside those old navigation computers is recovered and sent to specialized electronic recycling centers. The sheer volume of material recovered from a single commercial airliner is absolutely staggering, weighing hundreds of thousands of heavy pounds. Our logistics team works tirelessly to coordinate the endless stream of transport trucks arriving and leaving this busy industrial demolition site. The once proud passenger jet is now just a large pile of sorted metal scraps waiting to begin its new life. We take immense pride in our work, knowing that we are safely recycling valuable resources while preventing dangerous environmental contamination disasters. The fuel tank demolition phase is always the most stressful part of our job, demanding absolute perfection from every team member. Seeing the job completed without a single safety incident is the greatest reward for our hardworking and highly dedicated demolition crew. We gather the team for a quick debriefing, analyzing our performance and discussing ways to improve our safety protocols even further. Continuous learning and adaptation are the true keys to surviving and thriving in the highly dangerous world of heavy industrial demolition. The sun begins to set over the scrapyard, casting long, dramatic shadows across the mountains of shiny, recycled aviation-grade aluminum. Our heavy excavators are finally powered down, their massive hydraulic arms resting peacefully after a long and incredibly productive day today. The maintenance crew steps in to perform daily inspections, ensuring that all heavy machines are perfectly ready for tomorrow morning operations. Greasing the hydraulic joints and checking for any structural microfractures is absolutely essential to prevent catastrophic equipment failures on site. We never compromise on equipment maintenance because a broken machine can easily cause a fatal accident in this highly dangerous environment. As the floodlights turn on, the demolition site transforms into a strangely beautiful industrial landscape filled with towering piles of metal. The night shift security team arrives to secure the perimeter, protecting the highly valuable recycled materials from any potential nighttime thieves. We reflect on the incredible journey of this aircraft, from carrying thousands of passengers to finally being safely dismantled and recycled. The successful neutralization of those highly explosive fuel tanks stands as a testament to human ingenuity and strict industrial safety standards. We have proven that even the most dangerous and volatile environments can be safely conquered with the right technology and preparation. The remote-controlled gas-sensing robot was undoubtedly the true hero of today, keeping our human workers safely out of harm. We plan to upgrade our robotic fleet next month, adding even more advanced thermal imaging cameras and highly sensitive chemical sensors. Innovation is constantly driving the demolition industry forward, making our extremely dangerous jobs significantly safer and much more efficient every year. We hope you enjoyed this highly intense and incredibly detailed look into the extremely dangerous process of aircraft fuel tank demolition. Your continuous support allows us to bring you these exclusive behind-the-scenes views of the world's most extreme demolition projects. Please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more thrilling episodes of heavy industrial machine action. Next week, we will tackle the massive jet engines, exploring the exotic high-temperature alloys hidden deep inside the turbine blades. It will be another highly educational and visually spectacular episode that you definitely do not want to miss out on watching. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time right here on the Demolition Worker YouTube channel.